That last music video, Hurt, you say is about an epic scooter crash.
Yeah, it's about a scooter crash that nearly took my life.
And I thought you were goofing around. That's from the Genius interview.
Right.
But then I saw on Twitter you had the, how do you say, receipts.
Right.
For anyone who thought I was lying when I said my song Hurt was about breaking both my wrists and thumbs in a scooter crash, fuck you. This was the worst summer of my life.
It was fucked up.
Damn, bro. What happened?
What happened?
How do you get that damage from a scooter crash, bro?
So I used to compete professionally.
In scooter races?
No, it's scooter freestyle. So
Oh.
tricks. So
Wow.
I did every action sport in the book. I grew up motorcycling, BMXing, downhill racing. But in middle school, I really started focusing in on scootering. In 2009, when I was 16, I signed with the Junior Syndicate team. So I got on a scooter team, and I was competing nationally around the country. And basically, this day I was 18 years old. So this is the end. This was the last competition I ever did. But I'm rolling in on this 20-foot roll-in. Come in a semifinal run, and out of nowhere, this little fucking pebble shows up. I hit this, I go flying, break both my wrists, break my thumb, the whole nine. I have a gnarly concussion too. That was the worst part because
Slammed your head on the
I hit my head super hard. I didn't even remember where I was.
Man.
And so that part was dangerous because if you hit your head hard enough, and I've hit my head a lot of times because I've been doing the action sports for a while. So the damage can be
Not good.
yeah, unrepairable.
Yeah, not good.
So I'm in the hospital. I get metal rod through my hand the entire summer, and my girlfriend took care of me and fed me, wiped my ass, did the whole fucking thing. I was a mess. And after that, I was like, I don't think this is a safe line of work for me. I don't think this is something that I'm going to have longevity. So I started switching over to a different field, and I started writing some music at that time. And I've always made music growing up, but at that time I started just writing about the experience. And I started making a couple tracks, and those songs were the ones that got me signed with Atlantic.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's crazy because, it sounds cheesy, but it's definitely, I would say, divine intervention. It's basically my life's path has been changed because of this one crash.
How did you end up choosing scooter among all the other extreme sports?
Right. I did every single one. For example, you saw the Alien Boy video with the monster truck.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent 6 months at the Paris Auto Speedway learning how to jump this thing. I actually got to drive this on a weekly basis. And this guy'd only let 2 people drive his car, me and Jay Leno. It's the kind of thing where these engines, they blow out. $400,000 engine. And if the engine blows out, there's no you can return the engine. It's just, you're fucked. You just wasted $400,000. So they don't let people ride them around. It's not the kind of thing you ride around town. You can only really ride them at tracks and limited amount. It's more about the jumps. So I learned how to jump, but always done every type of action sport. I think the scooter just fit well because I was like, nobody's riding the scooter. What's that about? And I'm like, you know what? If I got on one of those things, that'd be fucking dope. It would look crazy.
Dude, the scooter ties into the...
Thank you, man.
ties into the music. Sick, dude.
It really does.
And when I see you ripping crazy tricks on the scooter, I almost don't even believe it's real.
Thank you, man.
It's surreal.
Thank you. I appreciate that because the thing is, at the end of the day, what it comes down to is packaging everything you have to offer. And so what I've done with this project is just put together...
Sorry, bro.
Was that out of disrespect?
No, it wasn't. I was trying to...
I'm just checking because I'm not so sure about you, man.
No, it wasn't. Well, when I found out that you were a serious scooter, I looked
research.
I did. I was like, is that I almost didn't. No offense, but I never heard of such a thing. Right?
It's all good.
It's pretty underground.
It's definitely pretty underground.
Because when I think of razors scare the shit out of me. These things, dude, that hit your shin, you're done.
Oh yeah, man. I've had some. You should see some of my ankles just puff up when this thing will hit me on missed tail whip.
So painful.
Black and blue, the whole 9.
Have you ever taken any other serious injuries besides?
Oh, I've taken many, dude. I've broken 8 bones. So, mountain biking, motorcycling, I've broken this wrist 3 times, broken the humerus, even broke my femur at one point. I've taken quite a few spills.
Are you still active? Are you still...
Yeah, I still scooter all the time, but I don't compete anymore. It's just for fun.
Yeah.
And I'm just doing nothing, not really the bigger tricks. I just kind of keep it more low key and try to make it so it's nothing that's going to potentially endanger or mess up everything I'm working hard with the music.
You don't want to take any serious injuries.
Yeah.
But I was blown away by these guys are incredible, dude. Look at these guys are true athletes on these razors, bro.
This one. This is a great video, actually.
Dude, it's insane. Well, it has 13 million views. I was like,
yeah, I love
damn. There's one trick here.
Yeah, I love this part. Someone actually made an edit of this music video with my face on it for all the different shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I should try to pull it up at
That's
some
pretty
point.
serious. There was one trick here that totally fucking blew my mind here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe. No, that's not it.
That was pretty dope.
So, were you doing these kind of tricks?
Yeah, I
though?
could do. This is all pretty fairly rudimentary.
So,
stuff.
what about that one?
That is definitely complex, but it looked like, if I'm not mistaken, a flare triple tail whip, and I can
Look at
definitely.
this. So, you doing a flare triple tail up?
I haven't done a quadruple, but there was a couple of occasions
sick.
where I was able to do a triple. Mostly, I try to just keep it low key, less spinning now. He almost did a double back. Fakey. That was pretty smooth.
The names sound like you're making them up. But,
No, yeah.
but I guess they're real. I mean, that's what skateboard ones are.
that was clean. Yeah, the skater ones are pretty phony too, you know?
Yeah.
They sound like they're made up.
But there you have it.
Yeah,
Damn.
man. It's good shit.
You're got like a very proactive personality. You're very.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, like at a young age, you were competing
Right.
very aggressively.
Right, and I think I pulled some of that
You were-
competitive nature into what I'm doing musically.
Definitely.
Because I grew up just constantly racing different bikes, doing these different freestyle competitions.
You're very hungry though. Like
Yeah, I want more.
I think
hungry.
I'm a very, I think by nature, lazy person. But when I hear your story, it's incredible that you were so competitive and so skilled at that age, and then immediately already segued right into music, and you were already.
I
become
had
very
been making
successful
music my
there.
whole life. That wasn't
Yes.
like it just came out of nowhere.
But you're doing so much, and you're very good at a lot of things. I think
Thank
it's an incredible thing.
Well, I'm the kind of person who's just, as the human condition, it just feels like it's never enough. Like, no matter how much we accomplish, how much it's just like, all right, like, I'm not even close. And when you actually accomplish your dreams, it ends up feeling like this is just a day job now, And then your other passions become your real dreams. And so, like, me being a musician is no longer like a dream. It's just like, that's my day job.
You're
I have to
grinding.
do all this radio promotion and all this bullshit I don't want to have to do that makes it feel like this is a day job. So then you start dreaming and you're like, well, the grass is always greener on the other side. I want more. Like, I want to be a filmmaker. I want to make the best movies ever made. And so it's the kind of thing where
Is that what you're dreaming about now?
that's where I'm trying to go. And that's why I chose to put so much money into the marketing budgets for my music videos, is because as an unknown filmmaker, who the fuck is going to give me $1 million to make a 2.5 minute video?
For sure.
Name one reason why that should even ever happen,
No, and-
I've found this one basic thing that is like a cheat code, and I'm kind of exploiting it, going like using one key from one castle to open up another castle. And as the artist, it makes sense for me to be spending videos, and it makes sense for me to be directing them to get the most pure, authentic vision that isn't just someone else's idea of what this world is.
So in 10 years from now, you want to be making full feature.
Yeah, I'm
films?
already writing feature films. I'm working on a few different things, but you have to write like 6 of them before you're going to make
Yeah,
one
of
of them.
course.
And I've been trying to make an animated TV show for 2.5 years, and I'm pretty sure it just failed. I don't know. It
But you're
doesn't look
pitching it?
good.
You're in
We
the
already
pro-
pitched it.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good.
How do
But
you,
gotta
have time
make
to do all
like
that
5
shit, bro?
You just fucking, what happens is at the level that I've recently got to is that your team has to be super efficient, super good organizing, and what you do is you just organize it all in, and I can do a week's worth of work in one day. Like,
Do you
I'll
have-
start out and do one thing and then just hit 5, do 6
You have a
things
tight
some-
schedule? You schedule
Very
out your
tight.
day?
We do it very tight. Basically, from the second I wake up to the second I go to sleep, I am working.
When do you wake up?
I wake up, it varies. Like, for example, I was just doing sessions that I would stay up till 5 in the morning. So last night I didn't have the session. So I got to go to bed. I had to go to bed earlier so I could wake up today for this. But normally it's anywhere from 8 o'clock to 1 in the morning, 1 p.m., 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then at the end of the day, start taking a little coffee at 5 p.m., and then all of a sudden it's 5 in the morning and you're still in the studio. It's the kind of thing. It's just,
So you have it seems like you rely on your team a lot. Do you ever have to discipline them? Like, how do you?
oh, it's bad, dude.
but I mean, like,
They
how
get
do
out
you-
of line sometimes, and
But the truth,
you can't get physical with them.
right? That's illegal.
That's
probably.
illegal.
Yeah.
But what you can do is like, I just trick them into doing all sorts of shit that I don't even need just to fuck with them.
Like what?
Like, dude, I had them get this whole 600 balloons. I'm like, yo, we need 600 balloons for this little party. Meanwhile, there's no party. There's nothing. They just get all this shit.
That's
And
tough. You got to test them.
That's a test.
You got to keep them on the
And
toes.
that's also how you make sure, you have people that are loyal around you. That's how I know they're legit. They're not,
They get their
if I
balloons.
ask for the 600 balloons, there's no questions. They're
Right.
going to deliver.
right.
That's a test. That's a loyalty test.
Ian, we need 600 balloons, bro, by fucking tomorrow morning, right?
Yesterday.
We having a party, bitch. Make it happen.
You can't say bitch,
Sorry.
dude. It's
Well,
you got this wrong. Maybe I explained it poorly.
tell me. Yeah.
It's so important to value your workers. You
Right.
know, like these guys.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're workers.
Oh, value. That's
yeah.
where you threw me off.
I try to let them feel like they're valued, even if that may or may not be the case.
Sure, of course.
And I'll often just be like, the power of just saying our page instead of my page, Like I always say that when to fuck with them, because it's definitely my page.
Yeah,
But it's
definitely
like,
fake.
dude, this is our page. We got to get the fucking our video up. Meanwhile, I'm just like,
Come on. You know, what it is. Yeah, let's be real here.
I just fuck with them all the time too. Like, I'll have them make edit together like a half-hour documentary, and I'll be like, yeah, let's cut that down to 2 minutes.
Got him.
That gets them so pissed off.